At the start of 2022, the political consensus was Democrats were toast. Inflation was at record highs, President Biden's approval numbers were slumping, and precedent pointed to odds heavily stacked against the party that held the White House in the November midterms. 9 months later, inflation is still high, Biden's ratings remain subpar, and the history books are unchanged. Yet the chatter among pundits and party strategists now centers on whether the Democrats might avoid a rout this fall, or even, improbably, keep their hold of Congress. The narrative may flip once, or a few times, more during this 9-week sprint to the general election that customarily begins in earnest after Labor Day. While conventional wisdom often churns during the campaign season, the state of play is particularly enigmatic in this unsettled political moment. Since the last national vote in 2020, the country has endured, among other things, an attack on the U.S. Capitol, an ugly withdrawal from a 20-year war in Afghanistan, the reversal of Roe v. Wade, and an FBI search of a former president's home. There have been the continuing horrors of mass shootings in schools, supermarkets, and even a 4th of July parade. And the COVID-19 pandemic, while waning from the political forefront, still weighs on the nation's physical and mental state. Polarization has turned personal, as a recent Pew report found Democrats and Republicans increasingly view people in opposite parties as immoral and dishonest. Faith in the country's institutions, such as the presidency and the Supreme Court, has hit a record low average, according to Gallup. Nearly 6 in 10 of American voters in a New York Times/Siena College poll said the country's system of government needs to be majorly reformed or completely replaced. It feels really fragile right now. To me, that's what is unprecedented about this moment, said Christopher Ojeda, a UC Merced political scientist who researches how politics affects mental health. People are really wondering, is this democratic experiment going to keep working as we move towards the 2024 election? All of which is to say, it's weird out there. By traditional metrics, Democrats remain disadvantaged. In the post-World War II era, the president's party has lost House seats in every midterm election except in 1998, during President Clinton's impeachment, widely seen as GOP overreach, and 2002, in the aftermath of 9/11.